Hello, this is the third chapter, third part of drawing cream. These are my tools, including this and some music, such as this one, and I finished the picture. So, well, I've sort of finished the picture. Here's Eric Clapton. This has taken 10 days to draw. So here's Eric Clapton and Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker, and this was the portrait. Now there's some bits at the top and bottom, and as I said in the last video, the reason that I've done this is done it like this is the picture that I was working on wasn't the greatest image, and it needed something to make it just go, you know, just oomph. So taking the two albums, Wheels of Fire and Disraeli Gears, and also Fresh Cream, let me just get the picture, get what I'm doing, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is the best of cream, and it's just a best of. It's got badge on it, it's got I Feel Free, which was never on the album, on any album. Sunshine of Your Love, obviously, SWALABR, and Spoonful, and Tales of Brave Ulysses, Born Under a Bad Sign, and White Room. And there's quite a few. Oh, there's Strange Brew as well. Absolutely love. This is sort of your first port of call with cream albums. It's just the best of, it's a greatest hits, but it's weird how it's all these vegetables, but never mind. We then get the first album, Fresh Cream. Now, Fresh Cream, there's some decent songs on there, really good songs. Toad is outstanding. Ginger Baker just blasts it on the drums. And you've got the negative image of these. This is a re-release. This is a modern re-release. I haven't got the original. Also, this is on white vinyl. Next is Disraeli Gears, which is very bright, and this is what I'm going to try and translate on the picture. Now, what I've said on previous videos is because I'm drawing in pencil, and because this book I'm planning is going to be mostly grayscale with some border work, there's not much I can do with colour, because you're going to be flicking through whatever book it is, whether I can get a publisher or not, but you're going to be flicking through and suddenly it's just colour. Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white, colour! And it's jarring, especially when you're doing it as a tribute to somebody else. Really, the person that you're doing it as a tribute to should have the colour in the picture. Then you get this CD box set of Wheels of Fire. Now, this is where I took the black and white inspiration. The album itself would be, I think it was silver, but certainly grayscale. So that works very well with pencil, because this is ink. But if I did ink, the image would stand out beyond the pencil work of the portrait. Again, all ink, and in negative as well on the book. So, what do? Well, I do want a bit of colour. So taking this wing image of Disraeli gears and combining it with Wheels of Fire, this is on A3 and I get this. This is what's taken 10 days to draw. Come on, focus. There you go. So this is the complete picture, sort of. I've taken the black and white image, which sort of was going with the 80s, with grey and lines. You usually get 80s with grey and lines. They mixed greys and yellows and pinks with lines on a lot of things in the 80s, mid-80s. And then you've got the portrait, which, as I said, the picture I was working on was slightly blurred. So it wouldn't have translated. Also, it would have floated between them. Now, why didn't I turn the picture? Well, the book is vertical. The book is in portrait that I'm planning. There is one picture of Led Zeppelin that I'm not drawing again, but that is a landscape image. That's going in the book, but I'm not going to draw them again. It's just going over old ground. If I'd got an option to draw them, I would do, but it's just something that it'll work. So just one picture will be turned round to landscape and then you can flip back. This is one of the Wheels of Fire eyes, a version of it, and these are the wings that are on Disraeli gears. And now I go to this. Now this is my colour case. It's a really good case. I've had it for years, and I tend to use Tombow markers rather than Copic. I was building up a Copic collection, but the place that I was buying them from, yeah, that conked out. It closed, and I hadn't got anywhere to buy them from. I'm hoping to get another case and build some Copics. But the thing about doing pen, the same as colouring pencil, you end up running out of ink. And when you do this, well, I'm better with grayscale. I'm better with pencil, as you can see. Now, what I've done on this is, let me just show you. There are two guides for the colours, but these do not translate to your actual colour that you put on the paper. Now, I used to use something called Gold Line. It was by a group called Tollett and Harvey, and it was the best quality paper that I could get. They stopped making it. This is smooth cartridge paper, De La Rowney. It's pretty easy to pick up, but it's a lighter paper than the Gold Line. But let me just show you this. This is number 62. It's close, but it's not quite. And you get that when you buy paint in the shop as well. If you buy a can of Dulux or whatever, and you want to paint the wall, the paint on the picture, on the carton, is nowhere near the paint in the pot. You wouldn't believe the amount of trouble I had painting a wall, which I've got a very thin toilet room in here, 2 toilets in the house, and it's very thin. And if I did it all yellow, it becomes yellow, and if I do it all pink, it becomes pink. So I've changed that. I've split the colour, but even with something that was supposed to be light, it goes on darker. and it's one of those things. The next thing is Bristol board. Again, it doesn't look like a difference, but it is. Bristol board is smoother, and it treats the pen differently. It might translate the same on the video, but there is a difference. There's a little bit of a brightness there compared to this, and when you're using it the way that I'm using it, you want something that is exact. You want the exact colour. I mean, I was doing these with a cartoon that I was creating, and I had to put guides on which pens to use at which time to layer the colours. The next one is the Copic. As I said, I haven't got many, and some of them have run out. And when you're dealing with alcohol, they do burn out pretty quickly. Y11, again, this is hard to spot because it's, there we go, Y11 is there. See how that is darker than yeah, it's darker. That's where the problem is. The colours on the caps aren't the same. I wish they'd, with paint, I wish they'd just dab the paint on the pot, and you've got an exact colour of what the paint is. Now I'm on to colouring, and it's something that I'm doing this without a safety net, because I've just spent 10 days on this and it had better work, and I'm nervous because it's yeah, you just have to bite the bullet and do it. But if I cock this up, I've ruined the entire picture. You see what I mean? I can put this on here and just, let's have a look. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to get as vibrant a tone as this. If I did, it'd just come straight out and it'd look odd. So I'm going for a more pastel flare of it and just hoping. And I've got to do it light. Really, I should be doing it with pencil crayon, but as I said before, if I get pencil crayon, I'm looking at having a problem with the pencil crayon. It's just going to sorry, I'm concentrating at the moment. If I did pencil crayon, as I've said before, I've got to source an entire collection of pencil crayons, a full set, for this kind of thing. And if I did, when I go to somewhere else where there is an art shop, they may be selling another brand. It seems like there are some art shops that only sell like Winsor Newton or Daler Rowney, and it depends on the company. So if I went and bought one brand of pencils, to be honest, I'd rather have Caran d'Ache, but if I bought a brand of pencils and then found out that the art shop didn't sell those pencils, by the time that they'd run out, I'd either have to go hunting, or I would have to abandon the pencils, or I would have to go and import them, buy them, you know, just buy them through the mail, and then I run the risk of them breaking. The trick on doing this is don't do it heavy. It's the same as the pencils. If you do it heavy, you've got nowhere left to go. So you do it light and build. So I don't think I'm going to be doing this complete with just having to film it, because it's going to take maybe about an hour to do. But I'll just show you this wing that I'm going to build, and then in the next video, which will be another portrait, I'll show you the finished piece. I need full concentration on this really, and holding a camera isn't doing much. It's not doing much for me. Now you may wonder why I'm doing it yellow and the artwork is more vibrant pink. That is because I'm going to build it and I need a base, and the best base I can do is this and then build on top of it. But again, I'm risking it because the pens, I may not have the right colour, and if I put a really deep colour on it, I can't go back. But this is the risk of doing this kind of work. And thing is, when you've done this to a level like this portrait, you don't want to ruin it, because you've just spent 10 days playing cream and really working hard on this kind of thing, and then you end up, you've ruined it just through adding colour. I'll switch it off after I've done the yellow on this, and then I'll just build it with some music on. I may not play cream. I've just played In a Gotta Davita, so I may play some from Nuggets. I've got the Nuggets album, the vinyl box set with the extras. And I might just play Nuggets, one of the Nuggets albums, because I've played Cream so much that if you've played Cream for 10 days and barely anything else, it does get, I want to play something else. Oh, cap's fallen off. I'm also trying not to get streaks on it. If you scribble like this, you're going to get streaks. And the trick is to flatten it. Just make it an even tone, and the best way to do it is this. But also it's a bit difficult doing this because, hey, my left hand is holding the camera. So I'll just do that and then it's done. So now I've got to just keep going on this. But that's where I am at the moment, and it's going to look a bit like a tattoo, but I'll do what I can. The cream logo, I don't think I'm going to colour. It depends on whether it works as colour or not. It's just freeform colouring. So next thing is keep going and hope it works. And I'll see you in the next video when hopefully it's finished and I haven't ruined it. See ya!